So I'm here at the Starkville Civil War Arsenal with the director, Duffy Neubauer. At Spanish Fort, at the siege of Spanish Fort, and also in the city of Mobile and the defenses surrounding the city, both places were evacuated at the end of the war. And what comes up in a lot of the period documents and accounts is before they left, the artillerists were instructed to spike their cannons and do that before they left. So Duffy's going to talk to us about what that means. What does it mean when you spike a cannon?
Well, basically, if you abandon a cannon and you just walk away from it and it's still functioning, the enemy can take that gun and turn it around and use it on you the next day or within hours. So you want to make sure if you abandon a gun that they can't use it against you. And if you ever go to a battlefield or you ever see a cannon, you'll notice that in the back of the cannon there's a small hole. That's called the vent. And that is where the priming device or the ignition system went down into the main powder charge. So it's a very simple operation. Some of the spikes they actually carried them look like a jagged cement nail. It had serrated on there, so you would just drive it into that vent, and because it's serrated, you couldn't get it out. If you didn't have any of those, you could take a nail, you could take the vent pick that went in there, just push it in there, take one of your rammers and ram it down in there and bend that wire off.
Right.
So it's down into the bore now, and you bend it, and now you can't get that wire out. And if you can't get ignition or a flame to go through this small hole, you can't fire the gun.
Is there any way to unspike a gun?
Yes. You can pull the vent piece out, which is very difficult to do in the field. Not impossible, but difficult. Usually they were sent back to an arsenal or a depot, and they would put a new vent in and then put them back out in the field. But even that would take a long time.
Okay, so when you read about and digging all night and fighting all day, the book about Spanish Fort that's going to be coming out soon, you'll hear about them spiking the cannon on their way out when they evacuated Old Spanish Fort. And that's Duffy just explained what that's all about. Thank you.